today too, real quick. I think we should have Michael on sometime.
Yeah, we're on the air.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bearded Respect. I'm Brew City Scott, and this is
Jason.
And we will be right back after this intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I bring to you, representing Brew City and Jason, the Bearded Respect!
Hello, and welcome back to the Bearded Respect. We should have an exciting show for you this week. Coming back pretty fresh from the Copper Johns retreat in Jackson, Wyoming. So, Jason, why don't we welcome these fine people to the stream?
Yes, sir. We had, I didn't see it, but Scott's seen it. Kevin from Beard Shack said hello. He was first. Oh, there, Scott's got it. And then
there you go.
He rocks in.
How you guys doing?
Not your average thinker. I don't know. Is he new? I don't remember him.
I think I've seen him at another stream.
Okay.
But welcome to the Bearded Respect.
Yes. There's me.
There's Jason. Hey.
Travis.
Hey, Travis.
And Stephen, all the way from Ireland. Getting a little late for you. Appreciate you stopping in, Stephen.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Stephen.
And there's one of the crew, Casey. Hey, Casey.
How you doing, Casey?
And of course we can't pass her up, Miss Becky.
How you doing, Becky? She'll probably hear me upstairs.
And we got Juan in from Anointed. Hey, Juan.
Hey, Juan.
And, we got Chris in from True North. Hey, Chris.
How you doing?
And oh boy, just took a big jump there. Hold on, let me get. Okay, there we go. Chris, Travis, Anointed. Oh, we got Mr. Dan C, the one and only.
How you doing?
Hey, Dan. And Mr. Jay Cruz.
Hey, Jay Cruz. He said he was upset with you last night.
Yeah, I got that message and I watched the replay. And I'm assuming he made it home, landed safe and sound, since he's on the stream. And there's the man himself, Tyson.
How you doing, Tyson?
And and Bush Tyson, Bushy, Copper John. Oh, there's this is one hell of a dude here, Michael. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Michael.
We want to give our special thanks for him and his family for just supporting us, and when we were down at his house for the couple of days, and just driving us all around. we pretty much, I think we saw a lot of Wyoming on our trip.
Yeah. Wasn't much to see. It was pretty spread out, but we saw a lot of it. And let's see. I think there's Gary. Hey, Gary.
How you doing, Gary?
And Donnie.
How you doing, Donnie?
Hey, Donnie. And let's see. Everybody's saying hi to each other. And looks like I'm caught up. Yeah. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes.
Appreciate it.
And there's Nail Banger.
How you doing?
Okay. All right. So where do we begin? There's so much to talk about. I mean, obviously, if you guys seen some of the other shows, if you haven't, you got to go check them out on the replay. I mean, first off, we got the anniversary stream on Jay Cruz's show. You got to check that one out. And then, of course, he had a CMU, talked about a lot of things. He told a little story about me and being in the bathroom, but that's all I'm going to say about that. The grandson. Okay, I'm going to air this real quick, Scott.
Go right ahead.
I didn't say anything. I only told Michael and Scott because we were traveling together. But my wife wound up spending the whole weekend at Pittsburgh Children's Hospital with our grandson. He had a high fever Wednesday. My daughter took him to an urgent care, and he had high fever. They sent him home the next day. No, that must have been Thursday, because on Friday, she took him to the primary care pediatrician, and he said, "You're take him to Pittsburgh Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh." So my wife took him down there. Had like fever 103, 104. They did COVID tests, all kind of tests, and they did a spinal tap on him to check him for meningitis. They checked his blood for sepsis, and nothing came back. And but they finally got his temperature down on Monday, and they sent him home. So, and he was actually here today when I came home for lunch. And of course he was hungry. So my wife, she's trying to work. So I grabbed him and I gave him his lunch and then put him in his little swingy chair, and he went right back to sleep. But, yeah, Tyson, I didn't want to, there was all kinds of things that happened while I was away, and I didn't say anything to anybody because I didn't want to ruin the mood. You know, I wanted to keep it all to myself. But yeah, Dan, having no answers is tough. But yeah, I didn't go to Jackson Hole to rain on anybody's parade, so I kept all that stuff to myself. But yeah, so, but he's doing good now. Yeah, E-Rock. Yeah, my shirt and my head were pretty much the same color on Friday's show. No, the toilet did not break in that bathroom. No, that's a story that Jay was telling about the serial killers. But Justin Bell made it in. Hey, Justin.
How you
See
doing?
ya. Might try to get better at keeping up with these comments today. But yeah, he's doing a lot better. So yeah, I know. Yeah, you were just checking in. You didn't even know. Nobody knew. Yeah. Hey, Matt. Matt made it in.
How you doing, Matt?
I don't know. I don't know, Jay. He is loud. He's loud.
Maybe the laughing. Oh.
Yeah, you rock. I don't know. Well, did you catch Jade Cruz's CMU stream? He kind of let something out of the bag that Tyson would like to try to do. I don't know if that'll happen or not. I know he's checking to see if it's feasible or not, but yeah, talking about the Key West. So it's East Coast, but it's south. So I don't know. What the heck? I was shocked how tall you think.
I'm short, not that short. I'm no Zeb.
Yeah, no, I don't have no cane either.
I was more likely to be the one with a cane with my knee. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you were even saying out at your Airbnb, you were saying that you were talking to Dan and said, 52's not that old. And I wasn't the oldest guy out there. John, the videographer guy, he was 63, so he had me by 11 years. So, yes, thank you, Casey. It was. I mean, it was a great pleasure to meet everybody. I mean, it was awesome. Really awesome.
Oh yeah, it was.
Mark jumped in. Hey, Mark.
Good to see you. How's it going?
But I appreciate that, Dan. I appreciate it. Yeah, I tell you what, honestly, I'm a sweater. I sweat. I don't wear sweaters. I sweat. And I was surprised. We walked around the Old Faithful there on their little boardwalk thing and stuff. I never sweat a drop on that walk. Even here's the other little story. When they did the whitewater rafting, me and Scott went hoping we could get squeezed on there, and it didn't work out for us. So we walked back to our hotel room, and it was about a mile. Well, then, we're looking for something to do then. Well, then we found this other place that did rafting too, and the time they had. So I called, and yeah, we got an opening. So we walked back, and it was a little bit past of where we just came from. So we put on 2 miles right there that day. But it was warm, like 76, 78 degrees or so. And the sun was shining bright, but no humidity. I mean,
yeah, the weather there is totally different than what I'm used to here.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, I come home, and I took Tuesday off work too, so I could get adjusted back to the time. But Wednesday I got up, did my morning routine, go into work, and by lunchtime this beard was like boom. It was the humidity, Let's see. Yeah, I still think sometimes I act like I'm 23 years old. Sometimes I mean, I'm respectful to people and I try to be proper, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm still just a kid. Uh, and Tyson, there you are telling stories again.
You had a sweater?
Yeah, no, I didn't have. Thank you, E-Rock. And I'll tell another little story. Getting on the point of compliments. Uh, so yeah, so like the last day we were there when we were in that Antler Park, there were two couples sitting on a bench, and we were getting ready, taking some pictures. Getting ready to say goodbye. Dan and Steve had an early flight. And but there was these two couples on the bench and started asking us about beards. And Dan was there, and we're telling them all about YouTube channel and stuff. And Dan popped out his QR code for them, and the gentleman's like, "Yeah, I'd like to have a beard, but it's so gray." And Dan, he looked right at me and pointed at me. He said, "Right there you go." I said, "Yeah, you got to embrace it, embrace it." And then not his wife, but the other guy's wife, she had turned around and was looking at everybody's beards. And she pointed at me, says, "I like that one." So I'm like, yes, But, so yeah, that was cool. But yeah, and then after they left, we ran into another couple. A guy it was a nice beard, but his buddy kept giving him crap about it, and we're like, no, hey, rock what you got. And it was a nice looking beard,
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't like all patchy or nothing like that. It looked good. And
Yeah.
so we were telling them about products and YouTube channels and stuff. So but yeah, it's just cool, people coming up to you and what's going on here, because of course there's a whole group of us, so everybody's got a beard. But yeah, it was awesome. Okay, I'm missing some stuff here because we got some questions. Okay, Nailbanger wants to know how the food is. And yeah, what's funny, when we went out to the Airbnb for the live stream, opened up the fridge, and yeah, I seen some Mountain Dews in there. I had a water because I didn't want to short Dan or Steve, so I had a water.
I brought a drink with me, so
Yeah. Yeah, Scott, he's fantastic. And speaking of Scott looking fantastic, it was brought up on the anniversary show, but yeah, Scott's got some calves on him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got some calves on him. I made Tyson stop and view those while he was walking past. Yes, I wasn't wearing a sweater. I was wearing my Schwartz.
Oh.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, I think Jay talked about this on the CMU when we were at the Bird when we all first met, because we ordered buffalo wings, but they had mild buffalo wings, and Cruz ordered buffalo wings, but they had hot buffalo wings. And like me and Scott went together and bought, the wings there. And man, as soon as I put the first one up to my mouth, you kind of inhale, and I'm like, oh man, these are going to be nasty. And yeah, they were pretty spicy. So then Jay, another one of the questions he asked me in the bathroom when we were talking about serial killers was, he goes, "How was your food?" I said, "It was good." He said, "Man, I got buffalo wings and they weren't that great." And we got to talking. He goes, "Oh," we got back to the table. He goes, "Oh, you got wings too?" I said, "Yeah, ours were hot." I said, "Here, try them." Then I said, "At least dip your finger in the sauce there and taste it." And he took that. Yep. He said, "I think you got mine," because they were spicy.
And I had asked you what what level of heat you had ordered. Because I
just
was
said
like,
yeah.
I thought we got medium, and these were a little more than medium.
Yeah, they definitely were. Scott, are you going back to Casper? No, you're going down to New
We'll
Orleans.
see.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm going. I talked to my wife about it because Michael told me at the same time that's going on, there is a bacon and beer festival thing going on, and my wife loves bacon, so I was trying to talk her into going back out there, but there was something else that happened over the weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. My what is she now? 28, I think. Yeah, she's 20. Well, I think she's going to be 28 in August. She lives out on Long Island, New York. She might be moving back home. So if that's the case, we're going to have to do some remodeling here because I don't have specifically another room for her yet. But we got room in the basement to make a nice bedroom. So even a kitchenette and stuff. But so yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing yet. She don't even know. She called my wife and was crying and stuff. And yeah. But anyway, that's another story. And yes, Michael, I was surprised when I seen him in shorts because he had pants on most of the time. But yeah, that one day I took a step. I said, "Holy shit, he does have shorts." Well, nail banger. Yeah, it's not old now, but when you're 20, it's old.
Yeah.
Okay. Gary has a question here. There we go. I'm gonna click there. So yeah, that for you guys that didn't know, we had never met. That was our first meeting. And what's funny, I think one of the times when my wife called me and she's like, "How are the guys? Do you like them?" And she just meant Scott and Michael because that's when we were driving there yet. We weren't even, I said, yeah. I said, they're great. I said, they're great. I said, I could, if we lived by each other, I could see us being friends, But yeah, it was pretty awesome. And yeah, he's a little shorter than I thought. I mean, he told me he was short, but I mean, I'm only 5'10", so I'm no Dan C or Tyson or even Jay Cruz or Michael. Michael's tall as well.
Yeah, his whole family's tall.
Yeah, his two sons. Yeah, his two sons are huge. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get caught back up. Click it. Let me see if I got it clicked or if I messed it up. Yeah, I'm getting way behind, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not quick enough. Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see. Let me get back up here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the gray beard, yeah, that was a great, great that I was standing there. But yeah, I mean, you were my beard goals. I think you might remember when I was on Beard Advice Live at first time and said I wanted a Dan C beard. I said I'd be happy with half a Dan C beard, and I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yes, True North. It is a Cabela shirt. Oh, okay. So that, like, I'm behind, guys. I got to get better at this, but it's hard to highlight all the good points. So yeah, they had a case of Mountain Dew all to themselves. No, No, Tyson. No, I don't. Nope. Short. Short, Dan or Steve. What does that mean? I don't know.
I'm confused. Oh.
Oh yeah, I did eat. I did snack on some of the. There was a bag of Mike and Ike's on the kitchen counter. I had a few of those myself, but yeah, they had to stock up on the Mountain Dews and candy. And yeah, Tyson. Yeah, Scott's calves are huge. And yeah, there you go, Scott.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. That was the one negative thing we had seeing in Jackson Hole is we didn't get to spend as much time with everybody else as we probably would have liked, but it was cool nonetheless.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, it wasn't the first trip. I mean, they had New Orleans, but this was, he didn't like invite everybody else to New Orleans, where he opened it to anybody that could go. And yeah, it was. I mean, I'm sure next one will be better, a little better planning on where we stay and stuff. But I mean, we had a great room, and but yeah, we were about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away, and yeah, we didn't get to spend as much time. And then I screwed up. Scott screwed up too, as far as the rafting thing. I mean, don't tell my wife this, but she told me, she goes, "You're 52 years old." She said, "Maybe you shouldn't go." So I didn't book it. The day before, let me see, when was my flight? My flight was Wednesday morning. Tuesday, she says, "You don't want to go rafting?" I just went like this. I says, "You told me I shouldn't go." "I never told you you couldn't go." I said, "No, but you said I shouldn't." So I didn't. But I did call. I called because, the time difference. I figured they'd still be open. So I called. Nope, it was full. But he said if somebody doesn't show up, or if somebody cancels or something, we'll see. But everybody showed up that day. So because there was actually some people on the boat that weren't in the group, so the boat was full. Yeah, I heard you were going. Well, Tyson, in case you guys are going to have a booth set up at that, it's the National Beard Contest, and so yeah, Michael's going to be there. Michael's going to enter too, he said, and but he's going to be there with Educated Beards. They're going to have a booth. Tyson, Copper John's going to have a booth. Yeah, that's what Michael told me, Tyson. Yeah, bacon and beer. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Gary. So yeah, what's in Casper? Yeah, it's supposed to be the national. Let me see. Give me 1 second here, real quick. See if you can see it, but that might not be there. Let me check this one. Nope, that's not it either. Yeah. Try to get the glare out of it, but yeah, mark your calendars. 2022 National Beard and Mustache Championships, Casper, Wyoming, November 12th. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. Yep. Michael said bacon, beer, and beards. I'm a family man, nail banger. Oh, Tyson answered. I got to get back up.
Moved.
November quarter.
Hey, Shark.
Yeah, drinking. Hey, Mo.
Well, we're never going to keep up with the chat, so why don't we move ahead with our pictures and stuff?
Yeah, let's get going. Yeah. Oh, Dan C said that Educated can't have their booth anymore, unfortunately. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, we got some pictures.
Well, here's where we flew into in Denver, and I was supposed to be there hours before Jason, but we got there actually real close to the same time. Just had to wait for some bags and stuff. But it was definitely a huge airport. If you've ever been there, it's humongous. Real easy to get turned around and get lost. And
Yeah, it was. I mean, luckily, airports, they all have their signs up where the baggage claim is and stuff. It all works pretty good.
yeah, we actually had to take a train to get there.
Yeah.
And so we spent the night by Michael, and here's our picture when we're leaving. If you can't tell, it is very windy that day in Cheyenne. And some of the scenery we saw on our trip.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of driving, but it went by quick because we had good companions in the vehicle. We all clicked well.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
great.
And then we met everyone at the restaurant called The Bird. And it was great to just meet everybody.
Yep.
A lot of great guys, some good food. Service could be a little questionable, but the food was great.
Hey, Corey.
How you doing, Corey? And it was just great to meet everybody there.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you didn't see it, that plate of wings, those were hot ones.
Yeah, right.
there.
Right over here. And then we were basically in Jackson or Jackson Hole, depending on who you talk to.
I'm gonna put this out there for you guys. I did a little Google searching on this subject. Jackson Hole is the whole valley, includes different towns like Teton, Driggs, Jackson. Jackson is the town where the rich people go. It's just Jackson. Jackson Hole is the whole area. It's the whole valley. So that's a difference. Oh yeah, Tyson, the food was good. It was just the service. Yeah, no, that food, it was great.
Yeah, the food was great.
And the scenery was great too. I mean, they had that big open patio and you could look out.
And those burgers were so thick, except for Jason's.
Yeah, I didn't realize. We're looking at the bill, I'm like, how and why was my burger so cheap? Well, I got the 4-ounce burger. Those guys are
9 ounce.
Them guys got the 9 ounce. So yeah, I told you that, Tyson, the service. I mean, I was sitting there with an empty glass, thirsty as all get out, and waiting for somebody to come by so I could at least wave at them to get something else to drink. But yeah, I mean, all they did was take our order and bring our food. That's all they did.
Yeah.
Plus, they added the gratuity to the bill already. So.
And then Jason gave them the exact change for that.
Yeah, I gave exact change. They put the tip on the bill, so they got exact change.
Oh, that was kind of funny. And then the next day we went to Yellowstone, and Jason, he's trying to take a picture of Old Faithful, a video of Old Faithful going off, and all of a sudden I look to our our right, and about 5 feet away is a bison. And no, Jay Cruz wasn't there yet. Might be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because the bison ended up like walking right in front of everybody. All the park rangers were yelling at people to get back in the building, get in their cars, to stay away. Oh, here's somebody popped in. How you doing, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, it was a fun trip. Definitely.
Yeah.
And you got Old Faithful going off here. And then we're all walking out on this like boardwalk they have set up, taking pictures of the geysers and stuff. Actually, one of these on, I believe it was that Monday, a guy got gored by a buffalo. There were a couple incidents that week. And here's another shot of waiting for Old Faithful to go off. And some of the other geysers. And this was up the road a bit. I believe they call it Prismatic Springs. A lot of cool colors and stuff. And you can see the one just has like the smoke and steam coming off of it. Kind of a cool effect.
Yeah, and it was real funny. I mean, there was a nice breeze. I mean, it was warm out, but it was very comfortable weather. And we'd be walking along, and all of a sudden a breeze would blow that like hot water steam, just the temperature. It'd be like a warm breeze against you, and then all of a sudden it would shift, and then the cold air would hit you again, and it was like, ooh. It felt really cold then.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, definitely different. And here's another one of those as well.
Yeah.
Oop. Can rewind it.
Oh, that was the last one on that slide?
Yeah, that was.
Yep.
And here is us. I think it was by like a river.
That's where up above there. That's where the prismatic
right
thing was. Yeah, that was right before we got up there to it.
And yes, Jason got a little sun that day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where Tyson saw Scott's calves. Yep.
That's because he told me to walk in front of them.
Yeah, I tapped on Tyson. I says, "Hold up there a minute." And I said, "You go ahead, Scott." He says, "Look at them calves." Ooh.
And I believe this is some more of the stuff as we were heading out of the park.
Yeah.
And then we got to the Airbnb and got downstairs by Jay Cruz. I think he's setting everything up. Getting a little nervous. We're all trying to calm him down. We had some technical difficulties, but everything worked out. But as you can see, somebody had some Mountain Dew here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a fun stream. Just great.
Yeah.
Watching everyone hop on with Jay Cruz and Tyson. It was fun. And here you see Dan C. with on the stream. Not sure what he's pointing at here, but
Yeah, I know, Jay. You want everything to come out great, but you got to remember, live happens live. You got through it, man. It was a great show.
Yeah, it was well worth it. Just try not to overthink everything. I know it's easy to do. I'm one of those people as well. And then we had some other guys come on. I'm not sure if I had a picture in here of Brian when he was on. I was probably up catching a burger during that. And we had Ryan, Steve. Not sure if I'm missing anybody who was on screen. Here's where I was on screen. I don't know if I got a picture where Jace was on screen.
Yeah, you might have been getting a burger then too or something, but
Yeah, and then we headed home back to Jackson. And then the next morning we met for breakfast, and there was kind of a mix-up of sorts, and some people ended up in one restaurant, and we ended up in another nice Mexican restaurant. But we really enjoyed the food there.
yeah, why don't you tell the guys what you're eating there?
Me?
Yeah.
Hervo, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Hervo's Ranchero.
Yeah.
Hervo's. I don't. I'm sure one of the guys will correct me here.
I don't see a blue sweater. What are you talking about?
What blue sweater?
Cruz says, who the blank is that guy with the blue sweater?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope.
Or was it on a previous picture? Oh, who? Me?
I don't know. Nobody had sweaters out there.
I wore a sweatshirt one day on the rafting trip. Oh, you don't want me. You're screwing that up too.
Huevos Rancheros.
Yeah, Huevos. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh, they're talking about
Oh.
Mayor in the blue shirt.
Oh, here. Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's a sweatshirt, not a sweater.
Oh.
But yeah, that's that guy. He don't exist anymore right now at the moment.
Or at least the beard doesn't.
Yeah.
He looks much better with a beard. I'll have to say that. But I get why. So we had breakfast, and next door, a lot of the other guys had breakfast at separate tables. But we got lucky in this place because there was almost nobody in there.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get that because the food was great. And then the other guys went on their rafting trip. And we got a few of the pictures here. We tried to get on that one, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Yep.
But they sure did have some fun. And some interesting stories. If you didn't catch that, check out the stream from Tuesday that Jay did. And here's us ready to go on our scenic float.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a picture from kind of low-key trip. We saw a lot of wildlife. I think 7 or 8 bald eagles, some osprey, a marmot. There were a bunch of spots for beavers.
And there were some pelicans there too. Freshwater pelicans.
Yeah. Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, they were saying that they were waiting for the lake in Yellowstone to warm up. It was too cold for them, so they were hanging out in the river. But if you ask these guys that went whitewater rafting, they're going to tell you that river was cold too.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get as much water as those guys did.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the other guys got done before us, so they went and ate at this place called Bubba's, which we can't tell you anything about because we didn't eat there. We went to this place called Teton and had some stone-fired pizza, which was pretty good.
Yeah. Yep, it was real good.
And then
Oh.
this was a reenactment of a shootout that we saw in Jackson. It was kind of a musical of sorts. I don't think Tyson was very impressed.
Okay, E-Rock. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in.
Yep, the replay will be here for you. Don't worry. Cool. So they did a reenactment. I guess it was of the OK Corral because you have Doc Holliday here, and it was quite interesting. This is actually a picture at the end of the next one as well.
That was the day we were leaving to go back to Denver Airport.
I always forget to rewind these things. Okay, we were meeting at the park in the middle of Jackson called Antler Park. A lot of us were going to be going our own way after that, so we were saying a lot of goodbyes. And Jay Cruz was kind enough to record a message for Becky that I sent right away back home. She really loved that. Jay's just great. It was great to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay, that shot scared me too. There was a girl shooting a shotgun off of a balcony right near us, and she had these orange earplugs in her ears. I said, I don't think they had earplugs back then. But it was great to meet up with everybody there. And then we all took a picture together, minus our photographer who was with us the whole trip. But it was a great place to take a picture. There's these are all antlers behind us. Pretty cool area. This was in one of the stores. I just thought I'd throw it in there. Raccoon eating M&Ms. There was also this one store we went in. Remember that one? That expensive wooden chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was it was made out of redwood and then two other woods, and it was kind of all twisted, but it was almost like a rocking chair, and it was $8,000. I thought that was just nuts.
Yeah.
And then there was what do they call them? Amethyst.
Yeah, the big rocks that you cut open and there's the purple crystal stuff inside.
Oh, geodes.
Yeah.
And that was like $13,000. Then I think the lady behind the counter heard us, and she's like, "Can we help you?" No, we're just looking.
Yeah, I don't think she was impressed with us.
And then literally the next store was a T-shirt store.
Yeah.
So you go from one extreme to the other. But this was us on the way home. we were able to go to a military vehicle museum. That was amazing. In what do they call the town, Jason?
I pronounce it Dubois. Some pronounce it Dubois. So I don't know.
And then we saw this guy in there. Kind of interesting. He was right inside the door.
But I mean, this place was like in the middle of nowhere, but the displays they had, it was a totally, I mean, it was really a nice setup, and it was huge. I mean, you could get turned around pretty quick in there, but all the displays were, I mean, they were awesome. I mean, well, you can even see on the left side behind that spare tire, you know, it's got pictures and stories, and I mean, it's a real nice place, and it's like in the middle of nowhere, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Very well done. We probably went through it quick, and we were there 2 hours.
Yeah.
The place is humongous. They had tours going on. They had reenactments outside. It was very impressive. Just a few pictures I threw in here from there. Believe me, I have probably about 100. And this was kind of interesting. It was a machine gun in a briefcase, and in the handle was a trigger. Definitely different. There were a bunch of like trucks, and they had a lot of tanks, and which is something right up my alley, since I was loader and driver of a tank in the Army. And I believe these were radio controlled missiles that they could just drive around. They were controlled remotely somewhere. And then we came and found this interesting place. They call it Hell's Half Acre. Definitely interesting. Kind of known for Indians driving their herds into this depression just to slaughter them. But definitely interesting. I shared out a post that we were officially in hell. But you could just see you do not want to fall down there.
Yeah. It was amazing. Something else that was, again, in the middle of nowhere. Everything out there is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and I believe it caught Michael by surprise as well.
Yeah.
And here's another picture. And here's another one with like a cave that might lead you to hell. And this was us the day we were heading back to Denver to fly home.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty great picture.
Yeah. With the flag, you know, 4th of July.
Yeah.
There's the flag.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
You have to check the rest of this on the replay.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys there with Brian as well. Those two traveled together. Okay, and I have one other thing somewhere here.
Okay, here we are. There's Scott.
Oh.
Do anything with that? And look at that crew of guys right there.
Jason.
Casey.
Good to meet you.
You too.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Tyson. Hey, ladies. Look at these guys.
Oh man, good to see you guys.
Dan.
How you doing?
Good. Isaac.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Jason.
Jason, awesome.
Hey, happy birthday, buddy. So that's everybody. There's Mr. Cruz.
So cool.
Scott. Isaac. Tyson. Dan C. The mayor. Casey. And Michael. And there's the camera guy.
That's John.
John.
Let's do it back.
It is
On the neck.
old.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
Yeah. I believe that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was our trip to Jackson Hole.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. A lot of great guys around us. Definitely we had a blast.
Yeah. I just and I mentioned to Dan C while we were there. He said hopefully we meet again, and I says, well, I know him and Daniel the Bearded have been talking about doing that kind of Midwest meet up there in Ohio, and I'm in Western PA, so Ohio's my neighbor. So yeah, I'm hoping to get back in with Dan again and meet Daniel Bearden and whoever else might show up for that one. That'll be awesome. But yeah, Tyson, I'm just I was just so it's funny, you know. Jay Cruz, he was just so excited to meet me, and I'm like, you're the one to meet, you know, you and Dan C, the mayor, and Tyson, you know. I'm just you know, I'm just me. I'm a nobody, you know. It's funny. It is funny. I know. Heck, we're half a year in now to our live stream, so we're getting out there and getting recognized too as well. But you know, those guys, those are the big guys, you know. But
Yeah.
it was an honor to meet you, Tyson. And there's Brian B. made it in. Now Brian B. drove 17 hours to be there. So that's
Yeah.
Yes, Matt, it was fun. Oh, and that reminds me. I think Tyson's next scent is going to be a Yellowstone themed scent, and it's going to smell like sulfur because you know those geysers and those pools there. I just when I seen Becky posted, I can smell the geysers from here. Yeah, that's going to be Tyson's next next beard oil scent.
Oh, I might miss that one.
I appreciate you. I know I'm not a nobody. Everybody is somebody. Everybody's somebody. But yeah, it's I don't think we got to say hi. Hey Cedric, I didn't see you jump in there.
Hey, Cedric. Great to have you.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, and that's like Jay Cruz said, you know, you always want to meet people that are who they are in person as to what they are on their social media. And I'm me 100%.
That's what all these guys were. They were all like you see them.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can call it that.
That's your own doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's one I'd want named after me. Some rotten eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Let me see. Was there something else I wanted? Oh yeah, and like we mentioned, we did a lot of driving because what was funny it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Denver to Michael's house, and then when we got up the next morning, you know, and drove to Jackson. I mean, we stopped a few times, you know, everybody does, but it was like a little over 7 hours, right around there. So we did a lot of driving. And then when we came home, we came a different route, which was a little longer, but plus we stopped at that National Military Vehicle Museum. But yeah, we did a lot of driving, and it sounds to me like we had a better driver than what Jay Cruz and Dan and the guys had, from what they said. So
yeah, we never doubted what our driver was doing.
yeah, yep.
He was great.
Oh, no, no. I was trying to think. But yeah, all kind of stores in the town. I mean, the town is nice, the fresh air. I mean, the view from the hotel, you got a road running between two hillsides. One hillside had the ski slope on it. The other one, I kept saying to these guys, I kept looking at that thinking, man, I wonder if I can walk up there. I'm just curious as to how steep that was. But
And from what I was told, that's where we wanted to go. We had the old couple in the raft with us, and they told us, you got to check out Teton Village. But we were running out of time, so never got there.
Yeah.
Supposedly they run ski lifts up there, and a lot of people who party up there, and they said it's just a nice place up there.
Yeah. But I think that was pretty much our trip. Everybody was great. Everything was great. I had a blast.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Not one negative thing happened. No drama. We were a community. We were brothers. Everything was great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. Had a real good time. The worst part was having to go home.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, Tyson actually DM'd me today. He says, I hope you're doing well. And I says, Tyson, I am not well. I'm back home. Back to work. And I did tell my wife, I said, we need to start playing the lottery more. I said, because I'd like to travel. I would like to travel. She's a big traveler. I never was, but I had a blast out there. I'd love to go back. But, see more of it. I'd like to go back again when the north end of Yellowstone's open back up too, because there's some great sights up there to see as well. But,
yeah.
Yep.
And we didn't see, we saw a few areas that looked like they could have come from the flood, but
yeah,
nothing extremely serious. But I'm guessing that's where we couldn't go. But it was nice to just have places we could go.
Yeah.
Did you see this helmet? Oh, I think I missed it. Oh, here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how you'd accomplish that one.
Yeah.
In an oil. And Tyson said the Teton Village is gorgeous. Ended a few relay races there over the years. Cool.
Tyson loves to travel too. Don't do Christmas. There was a couple years, like when the kids were younger. One year, like my mother-in-law, she pitched in. That was her Christmas present to us. But like, as my wife's mom and dad went, and my family, and my wife has a sister, so her and her husband and their daughter. One year we went on a cruise, and another year we went to Walt Disney World. Yeah, the one in Florida. So yeah, that is fun doing Christmas traveling like that. Yeah.
Brian said the going home was brutal. I'm sure that drive was, especially when you were by yourself.
Yep.
He was out there asking for song requests to help keep him awake.
There he is. Hey, Daniel. Your ears must have been burning. I just mentioned about you and Dan C talking about that Midwestern meetup. I'm hoping that's working itself out, and yeah, I think I could make that one too.
Yeah, definitely. Great to have you, Daniel.
Yeah.
You have to catch the rest of the show on the replay. We went over our Jackson Hole trip. A lot of pictures and a couple videos.
Yeah,
like
speaking
Jason-
of video, yes, what? Go ahead.
It sounds like Jason's about ready for bed.
Oh, nah. And I got to figure something else out for, I mean, Jason Esser commented about my mouse clicking. I mean, I can't hear it, but yeah, when I'm clicking.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, you guys can hear it. Well, it is right beside the mic. You know, my mic is right here and the mouse is right below it. So, yeah.
Maybe
I gotta
look into getting a mic boom. Maybe that'll help with it being right next to it.
Yeah, or
I actually found one that wasn't too expensive.
I mean, another thing, maybe a mouse pad might help dampen the sound because I'm just on the table.
Oh, yeah. That might help.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, liking all my stories and everything. Yeah, it was fun. It was a blast. Like I said, I hope with what you and Dancy are planning, hope that comes to fruition because I think, like I said, I think I can make that one. Like to get out there and meet you as well.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience. It was like being in a whole new world. But if you're looking for cell phone coverage, you're going to be out of luck.
Yeah.
It was dying every time we went anywhere.
Yep, no signal.
Not until you were in a city.
Yep. What else was I going to mention? I don't know, but we had a blast. It was just it was a great time. Yep. Oh, well, I'll save that for another show.
Not be so loud next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Daniel. Let's see. Yeah. Speaking of that, are you on vacation as well, Daniel, or were you on vacation? I've been seeing some of your posts. Looks like you're out of town as well. But yeah. Got anything else? Got anything else, Scott?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, that should about do it for us, unless you guys have some questions about the trip or otherwise. Also, next week, we will have a new company on the show, Jay's Beard Essentials. He reached out to us and said he wanted to come on the Bearded Respect, so we're pretty excited to have him on next week. He's a favorite company of mine, and he actually lives in an area that I used to live in, so we connected pretty well over that.
I knew that was coming. Well,
What?
As soon as you said he asked to be on the show, I knew that one was coming. We will get. I'll talk to Scott here after the show, and we'll see how our schedule is, and we'll get you on. We'll reach out.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll reach out, Gary.
We're interested in whichever company wants to come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, and actually, Gary, I'm going to say something else. I'm going to bring this up. We were talking, of course, when long drive, 3 guys. We're talking about beard products, and I mentioned, yeah, Daniel. Now, yeah, see, I mentioned that too for you as well.
Yeah, we've been talking
Because-
about that.
we mentioned you, but when we used to be on at 7, I was afraid that was too early for you and your daughter. So, but now
Right.
that we're on at 9, I think we can work that in.
And that was kind of our thinking in the time change as well. There's some people who we just couldn't get on because of the time, and now we're looking at reaching out to them and getting something on the schedule.
So yeah, you're too. But anyway, back to my little story about when we were driving and talking. Of course, we're talking about beard products, and Gary, I've said this. I've talked to Brian, Beards and Banjos, Brian. I have never used a CBD oil. I mean, even topical or anything, and I've never used CBD beard products. So I'm looking forward to your CBD line coming out because I think I'm going to give it a try. You'll be my first CBD try. Because I do, you always change it up. And when I go back to the, oh crap. I'll think of it here in a second.
Yeah,
But,
I like the CBD products myself. Not every day, but once in a while.
it's down in the bathroom and I can't even think of it. But the Belgian barbershop one, can't think of the name. That's popped out of my brain.
Scumbag Joe.
Yeah, Scumbag Joe's. Yes.
Yeah, I've got it right over there. I
But
rearranged my shelf.
Yeah, you wear something different every day, but every time I come back to that Scumbag Joe's, yeah, it feels great. But
Yeah.
I'm looking. Yeah, what are we down to? 4 or 5 days now. It's going to be coming out, the CBD. So,
Cool.
are you releasing that with DNC or Daniel the Bearded or somebody? Or are you just going to say, here it is, come get it?
He says
Monday night. Okay. So you're okay. I'll be tuning in. But so yeah.
Oh, you'll make that one, huh?
Yeah.
Don't tell Jay.
I tried. I told. I reached out and told Jay what was going on. He knows.
Yeah, I know. You should have heard the message he left me.
Yeah.
He left me a voice message about. I was laughing.
Yeah, you got to try it already on Daniel. Yeah, that'll be my first CBD. I'm just, I'm a little old fashioned, I guess. I've never done any drugs in my life, and I know it's just CBD oil, but it's just a funny thing with me. But I'm going to give it a shot.
What am I supposed to play? She's telling me to play it.
I don't know. Then she says, "Whoa."
I think I know what she's telling me, but yeah, I'll definitely give that Alley Cat CBD a try. I'm always interested. Oh, play Jay's message. Yeah, Probably make them happy. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that use it for different health reasons, and it helps them out a lot. I know a lot of people they'll give it to their dogs, because their pets are getting older, and it helps them out even with their joints and whatnot. Yeah. I'm looking forward to trying it.
I don't even see it.
What did he do? Send you a DM message?
Maybe was a text message, but I think I know where it was. It's probably in the group.
Oh, Jay Cruz is. Oh. No, you know what? He made a group with just me and you in it. Me, you, and him. That's where it was. Yep, right here. Okay. Want me to do it?
Go ahead.
See if this is it. Let me get the volume.
I want to know why Jason was not at the CMU last night. We had a show. We mentioned Jason. I think I saw Scott. Scott was there, but I want to know about Jason. Because I was talking about how great Jason and Scott are. These are my guys. These are my brothers. And I don't know, Jason. Talk to me, man.
Did you hear the second one?
You want me to play it too?
Go ahead. That's the one I meant.
For sure, Scott. I know. I get confused a little bit because sometimes I know you and Becky have, I don't know if the same icon, but I know. I believe I saw you there last night, my brother. Thank you for coming through. But Jason gonna get it, man. Jason gonna get it. 'Cause I was picking the dude up the whole time.
That's the one I was referring to.
Yeah, I talked to him.
Oh, it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
He said that's against the law.
Oh. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. I see. I wanted to mention. Oh yeah. I mean, you guys would know because you do the research on this stuff, so that's cool. I never knew that. And yes, Daniel, that's what we try to do. We're just here to have fun. I mean, somebody mentioned to me one time about being an influencer. I'm not trying to influence anybody. I just like coming on, talking to the guys, telling stories, having fun, just chilling out, like you said.
Yep.
That's what we're about. Companies want to come on. Yes, we will promote them. We'll let them come on. We'll talk to them, ask them questions. Let the chat ask them questions. But I don't consider myself an influencer. Hopefully I'm more of an entertainer. I just like to come on and tell stories and BS with the chat. So yeah, that's what we're about.
Yeah, we just like to have fun. I said the day that I stop having fun doing this is probably the day to give it up. But we're just all about enjoying ourselves. I enjoy talking with the people we have on. A lot of them I learn a lot from, especially the beard company owners. Even before and after the show.
Okay, Gary. I don't know where that's coming from, but okay, if I influence you for that, all right.
Oh,
And
you got to record
Yeah.
that if you're doing that.
yeah. And yeah, Jay, he's dropping his CBD line on Monday night. DNC. You heard it here first. Well,
I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure it's been somewhere else, but
yeah, I mean, Gary's been posting. He posted 11 days, and then I think he just posted like 5 days. So yeah, he's
oh,
yeah. You did say that you don't like that word influencer either. You like the word content creator. Yeah,
the influencer almost sounds like you're trying to hustle someone, or
yeah. You're trying to make them, but that's what they call people because they come out and they give reviews, especially if you're a reviewer, which we really haven't done reviews, but I'll tell you if I like it or not, and, but yeah, if I like the scent or like the film beard, I'll tell you. And, yeah, he's dropping something, dropping mad beats.
oh boy.
Well, what time? It's almost 10:30, huh?
Yeah,
Eastern time.
yeah. Guys. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
if we can help them to find something great, that's great. Otherwise, it's not that big of a deal to me. What post was held for review? Oh. Oh boy. Squeaky cheese.
Squeaky
Oh,
cheese.
cheese curds. Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
The cheese curds got to squeak. Or they're no good. A guitar solo or drum solo? I would pick a drum solo, but that's me personally.
That's tough. That's a tough one. I mean, here's two examples. I mean, I love Jimmy Page, but I also love John Bonham too, and they're both in the same band. So yeah, drum or guitar, that's a tough one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's yep. Exactly. Yeah, it depends on who's doing it.
Yeah, definitely. And Brian, yes, go Pack Go. But I think in an hour and a half we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah, we appreciate.
Jason's
Go ahead.
excited to go to bed tonight.
Well, I'm pumped now. So,
Now we got you all excited.
yeah, I mean, this was a fun show, so I'm still
Yes.
ramped up.
Well, yeah, probably still a little ramped up from the trip too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
to me, it was just a total different world than what I'm used to. The heat with no humidity. I just loved it. Good luck with that one. Becky's been trying to influence me on that for a while.
You probably still got to go eat your supper yet, don't you?
Yeah.
Or did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't.
No, I was gonna try and eat before the show, but most of the time that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I look and it's almost showtime.
Yep. Russ, are you just coming in because I didn't see you earlier? And I
Nope.
know we didn't say. Well, I know we didn't say hi to you. If you jumped in and I missed you, I'm sorry. Good to see you, Russ.
Yeah, and make sure to check the show. I think you'll find it pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, all right. On that note, guys, I think we're going to call it a night. Appreciate you all for stopping in. Really do. I mean, everybody always says, we appreciate the likes and everything like that. But honestly, I really do. It's just, like I said, I'm a simple guy. I'm not an influencer. I'm just like having fun. So I appreciate you guys coming in and having fun with us.
Yes, definitely. And it's always a great show, and we're sorry we missed you last week. We were just exhausted.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, we will talk to you next week.
Yep. Good night, Ryan, Matt, Russ, Brian, Gary, everybody. We'll see you later next week.